Hi, this is Teacher Jennifer from US Citizenship Podcast. Today I received an email from FTC Consumer Protection Bureau. So what I would like to do is show you this blog post because it's really great information about recent immigration scams. So I've gone to the FTC Commission's website. This is their blog, and this is dated February 8th, 2021. The article is by Emily Wu, who's an attorney with the Federal Trade Commission. You might have seen that the president recently sent a new immigration bill to Congress. What does that mean for you if you're a non-citizen in the United States? Right now, the truthful answer is likely nothing, at least not yet. But the scammers won't tell you that. Instead, we've already heard about scammers trying to profit off of this news by offering so-called immigration services in response to this new immigration bill. Someone might say that they can help you with a new pathway to citizenship, or that they can help you skip the line if you're a farm worker or a dreamer. In either case, for a fee. But none of that is true. First of all, there is no immigration law yet. At least at this point, it's just a proposal. Second, only the notarios and dishonest attorneys will tell you that they can help you get immigration status based on a bill. They are eager to charge you now for immigration help, even though they know the bill may never become law. This is what we know now. If anyone tells you that there's already a new path to citizenship because of a bill, it's a scam. You can get information on any changes to immigration law directly from the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service at USCIS.gov. To get this news directly by email, subscribe to USCIS News and news releases and alerts. You can seek legal help from immigration lawyers or from U.S. Department of Justice DOJ accredited representatives, not notarios. For tips on how to avoid scams against immigrants, go to ftc.gov/immigration. Never pay for USCIS forms. You can get free USCIS forms directly from their website or by calling them at 1-800-870-3676. So before I end, I would like to show you some of these links. When they talk about getting legal help from immigration lawyers, you can look at this information, and this is an FAQ, or frequently asked questions. The next one I would like to show you is U.S. Department of Justice accredited immigration representatives. Here you have, we're at the DOJ website. We have recognized organized list, accredited representatives, and the representatives lists by state. So if you take a look at this one, these are all, this is information about representatives who are recognized by the Department of Justice as practicing immigration law. So you would basically click the state, and up pops a PDF that you can find information related to the state. So you can click down to, say for instance, California, and they organize things by city. Okay, so many times this map looks very much like another website that I tell my students to go and check out. This one is also on the Department of Justice website. However, it's a list of pro bono legal services providers. So what does pro bono mean? Pro bono means that these legal service providers offer immigration services for either free or low cost. So again, you would click whatever state you're in, or you can click your territory. And here they have the state's PDF of all the representatives and legal services in a state, and it's updated maybe about every 2 or 3 months. So check the update day. And here they have things organized in alphabetical order for whatever county that you're in. So the best thing to do is basically look for the county closest to you so you can find good low-cost representation. So now let's step back and take a look at some more information. Here is a really interesting link about Notarios. So here their FTC is talking about Notarios who are basically used in the United States to confirm identity related to documentation. But in other countries, the notarios actually provide complicated legal procedures. Here, we use lawyers to deal with legal procedures. So, really good information that FTC put out was how it's a fotonovela called How Myriam and Pedro Learned About Notario Schemes. And this is also available in Spanish. And I've used this in my own classroom where you can download this and the students learn about people, they read a short story about people trying to get information about immigration sources. However, the person that they go and see, this person is promising, oh, I can take care of all those forms for you. But as they continue, they basically say, watch out if the notario says this or notario says that. And here they make the distinction. A notario isn't an attorney and cannot give you legal advice. Just like for myself, I'm a teacher, I can't give legal advice. Again, he's trying to trick the woman and say, just sign these forms and I'll fill out those blank forms later on. And what does he want to do? He wants her personal information and he wants her money, but does he provide the services? Not necessarily. And again, never sign blank immigration form or form with false information. And here they're basically advising you to only deal with websites that end with .gov. And so she's talking to her coworker about the immigration form. And sometimes if you get bad advice from people who are friendly to you or friends or family, but sometimes they give you old advice or sometimes they give you the wrong advice. And the wrong advice can hurt you. So make sure you're dealing with a lawyer. Okay, and here's this person goes back to the notario and basically is going to try to confront them. This is a really good piece of information. Don't let anybody keep your original documents like your birth certificate or your marriage certificate, because sometimes scammers will make you pay them to get the documents back. So they're basically talking about their problem and, oh my gosh, wow, there's a problem. So what can you do? And they talk about what is accredited representative. It's not a lawyer, but somebody who's authorized to give immigration advice. So for instance, if you've gone to Catholic Charities, there's somebody who's working, an accredited representative is somebody who is associated with that group, somebody who's been vetted by the Department of Justice, and somebody who is working under the supervision of an accredited lawyer. So as you continue down, they're finding out more information and they're talking about, please report this or report it to, this is one place that they can basically report this information. So again, you can find the same information in Spanish, and please take a look at this. Let's continue on with the FTC information. Okay, so we're going back. Finally, FTC has a whole list in here about documentations about scams directed against immigrants. They have resources, and they also have resources in other languages. So Arabic, Chinese, Creole, Korean, Russian, Spanish, and Vietnamese. In the Milpitas, San Jose area where I am, of course, we would basically take a look at information in Chinese. And it does make your students more comfortable when they can read information like this in their own native language. We also have information, the same information in Vietnamese, and in San Jose, we were originally found by Mexican explorers. So we are able to take a look at the stuff in Spanish. Other governments that you have done a lot of information about immigration resources. New York City, I think it's called the Department of Immigration. Also the city of Seattle and in Minnesota have all done a lot of work and trying uh, to translate these documents or information about immigration into native languages, including African languages, and so a little bit beyond the normal purview of what USCIS languages appear on. So take a look at that. Finally, I would like to show you this one, never pay for USCIS forms. And so you go directly to the USCIS website. If you're looking for N400, that's the application of naturalization. And let's do the search. And here's where you would file online, or you would basically find out more by sending in a paper form. Okay, so now we're at the very end. If you report immigration scam, report it to the Federal Trade Commission at ReportFraud.ftc.gov. So that's a specific one for immigration fraud. You can report the scam anonymously, or you can ask your attorney to report the scam with their contact information instead. Each report helps protect your community against immigration scams. One final thing I would like to show you is a interview that I did with USCIS officer Arwen Fitzgerald. I believe she was with the Texas office of USCIS at the time. We did a long interview about the different immigration scams that immigrants have been caught up in. A really interesting one was the smartphone apps, particularly the ones that say, oh, we'll check your case status for you for free. But what they're trying to do, they're trying to access your personal information and to sell your personal information. So that's why USCIS has put a lot of effort into developing tools where you can check your case online. And lots of things related to job offers, particularly focusing on people in Pakistan and India, so different things, scams. So I took the long interview and I cut it up into smaller interviews so you can just listen to the section that you're most interested in. Also, I included in the playlist information in different languages or from different uh, uh, um, government organizations that talk about scams that focus in on the immigrants or target the immigrants. And that's it. Again, thanks to FTC for their great, very clear information that they have about we're still waiting on the immigration bill. And remember, a bill is just a proposal for a law. It's not law yet. The key things that you need to know for it is do not, there's no path to citizenship yet that's been created yet. So if somebody tells you that, say no, that's a scam. You can get any information that you need about immigration law from USCIS.gov. You can get more information from the Department of Justice for accredited lawyers, and do not pay for USCIS forms. So in closing, what I would like to do is share with you this information. So here's all the information, the links that you need to know. And that's it. Thank you very much. Have a great week. And I hope you stay safe. And I know you will be a great American citizen. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.